Hey guys, the Girl Got Game! Welcome to Never Forget Me, the sequel to Always Remember Me, which I played, when I was but a wee bairn, basically, on this channel still. That was a long time ago, and they made a sequel to it. I liked the first one. It was really cute. It had some cute moments. The stat building was kind of difficult at times. I'm hoping that they've made that a little easier this time around, and there's more interaction with these guys, who I can barely recognize right now, by the way. My goodness, you all look so different. I probably look a lot different than I did when I played the first game. Anyway, we're going to start a game, I guess. And we're going to start in the order that I romanced them the first time around. So Aaron, then Eddie, then Lawrence, and then Hugh. Man, Hugh looks so different. Especially so compared to everyone else, although I barely recognize Eddie as well. So in the first game, Aaron was our amnesiac boyfriend. For those of you who didn't see the first game, and maybe you should watch the first, or play the first game, or watch it or something before looking at this one, because otherwise it might be a little bit confusing. But Aaron was our amnesiac boyfriend, who we eventually got to remember us if we did his route. Otherwise, he never remembered us, and we went with Eddie, the doctor who was treating Aaron, which was always kind of sketchy. Or we were with Lawrence, our local ice cream boy and fellow poetry lover. Or Hugh, the fashion designer. And I'm curious to know which of the two endings for each of these boys was canon. Because, with Eddie, for example, we're either, very, very, very pregnant, or we were a nurse working with him in the hospital. So I'm curious to see how this goes. Okay, enough delaying. Gameplay! Visual novel mode. Play the game as a visual novel, endings determined by choices, no stats-based epilogue mini-scenes. Boo, I want those epilogue mini-scenes though. Also, something interesting about this game is it doesn't have bad endings, it has sad endings. And sad ending epilogues as well, like special epilogues if you get the stats up. Let's see, visual novel plus scheduler. Scheduler, gameplay, and stats to raise, ending determined by choices and stats, stats-based epilogue, mini-scenes. Yeah, I guess I want... Okay. So I want... I can either do it on normal or hard. Okay, so normal. That'll be good. No, easy. What is this? Now this looks more like the art. Aaron doesn't change, only Eddie, Hugh, and Lawrence do. Okay, so they all smile. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do Aaron's route first. Aaron, scene 1. Oh man, this is nostalgic as all get out. Oh, this is gonna be so neat. I hear the sound of a key slide into the lock, turn, and then click, followed by the creaking of the apartment door opening. Oh gosh, I hope I remember which voices I did for these characters. Maybe I should have watched my old playthrough a little bit just to... I think I got it. I don't remember a voice. I don't remember a voice. Oh, that's good. I don't forget a voice or character. Nope, I don't. Frantically, I poise my hands over the laptop keyboard to give the illusion of work, but my blank document gives me away. Aaron mutters something about the complex's maintenance man, then tosses his coat on the accent chair near the door. Darn maintenance man. You did put in that maintenance request, right? About the door? Oops. Of course I did. I quickly open up a text document on my desktop labeled To Do, type the words maintenance request door, and downsize the program before Aaron can see. Well, we're off to a great start in our married life together. Guys, you had so much hope and promise. No! He takes a moment to survey the apartment while sliding off his leather shoes, nudging them neatly in line with the door using his socked foot. After he's finished, he shuffles behind me and places his hands on my shoulders, giving them a gentle squeeze. Productive day? You can clearly see that it hasn't been. Frustrated, I slam the laptop screen shut, hiding the empty document from view. Aw, he tried, though. Well, at least it looks like you got some shopping done. Aaron gestures to the 2 full plastic bags occupying the living room floor. That's something, right? Today wasn't a total waste. Not really. I logged onto Twitter during my break and saw that Toys R Here got a restock on Figuribos, so I ran out and bought a few. Figuribos! Several would be a more accurate descriptor. Yeah, well, the new Akinara wave dropped, and the paint job on them looks way better than all the previous gen stuff. I feel you, girl. An excited smile momentarily springs on Aaron's face, but he quickly suppresses it and becomes straight-faced again. He's a fan of Akinara too, so my latest purchase likely won't bother him too much. With an overly loud groan, I bury my face in my hands and collapse on my laptop dramatically. I have a problem. Well, it's okay to splurge every now and then, I suppose. I notice him eyeing the bags out of the corner of his eye, no doubt eager to rifle through them. But is it really a good idea to check Twitter when you're trying to write? I would think it would be a big distraction. Yep. It's like what I do when I'm not making videos. I'm like, I'll just go on Twitter, and then I don't do anything all day. Staring at a blank page for hours on end is unbearably taxing. I check Twitter every now and then to keep my head from exploding. I'm sure inspiration will strike soon, although checking Twitter can't help. Without hesitation, I snap at him, and even I'm surprised by my ferocity. You don't understand! By some miracle, I created something good, and now I'm being asked to do it again? I don't even know how I did it the first time. What is good, anyway? Critics have favorable things to say about my book, and I've amassed a devoted following of fans, but every time I look at my old writing, I see a steaming pile of hackneyed garbage. Hackneyed? So if I did somehow manage to write something that I liked, would others even like it? Is my good-o-meter off or something? Because when critics say that I write well, I just want to shake my head and say, what? So here I am, 6 months later, desperately trying to recapture that miraculous fluke in a second book. Do you have any idea what that feels like, especially now that I have an editor and a gaggle of fans breathing down my neck? Okay, it sounds like the second and the special end? I think it's the special ending, where she became like a published poet? I guess a published poet. Did she write a book though? I thought she was a poet. Or was that Lawrence's route? Man, I can't remember. Maybe she wrote a book about... I think she did actually write a book about, you know, helping Aaron regain his memories and stuff. That might be what it was. Aaron's mouth tenses into a thin line, and he lets out a soft hum as if he's thinking. After several seconds, he finally speaks. Oh, okay then. He stands there awkwardly for a moment, then releases his grip from my shoulders and goes into the living room. He grabs our e-reader off of the nearby end table, clicks the device on, and starts reading. I don't blame him, honestly. Scold him for dismissing my problems, or drop it. He probably didn't mean to be rude. I mean... Okay, before I do an option, I have some general tips for how to woo my old boo in our married life now. So weird. Okay, so general tips. Romantic ideas never work out right, so don't be afraid to do something else. Be supportive and not secretive. Don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. This is not sticking up for myself. This is me being all upset because I'm not being productive, and that's my own darn fault. So I'm not... He wasn't trying to be rude. It's just like, what do you say to that outburst exactly, Amy? Amarantha? I'm sure he didn't mean to come across as inconsiderate. He likely just didn't know what to say. Exactly. He's very calculating and logical. His job at the bank requires him to think in such a way, so I'm not even sure our brains work the same way. He doesn't know the creative struggle. The struggle is real, man. My stomach grumbles, and I'm not sure whether it's from stress or actual hunger. It often groans or is uneasy when I'm in an anxious mood. I think back to this morning, recalling all that I've eaten today. Yogurt, a granola bar, some tea. Does that even count? Sounds like my day. Yep, it's probably actual hunger this time. I ease out of the desk chair, make my way to the kitchen, then pop open the refrigerator door. Hey, I recognize this kitchen. Roommate's kitchen. Man, I'm gonna get all the Winter Wolves feels. Something fast, easy, and filling. I spy a half-eaten container of hummus and pull it out along with a bag of baby carrots. This also sounds like something I would eat. Oh dear. As I spin around, I'm startled by Erin's frame standing in the doorway. You walk like a ninja. I didn't even hear you coming. You're not stress eating, I hope. No, I'm actually hungry, I think. Besides, I grabbed something healthy. Stress eating is usually like chips or something. True. It's just that you look so nervous. Well, who wouldn't be in my position? I have to write a sequel to a book that landed on the New York Times bestseller list. Erin frowns but speaks again. Look, I don't know how to help you. It's hard because, well, you look so stressed out and all I want to do is make you happy. But it's also really hard for me because you're not exactly a joy to live with right now. Understandable. Excuse me? I get that you're irritable, but you've been biting my head off non-stop. I held back earlier, though, Erin. Would it help if you went somewhere? Like, took a vacation or something? I raise an eyebrow. Help me or help you? Are you saying that you don't want to live with me right now? No, you've got it all wrong. I was just wondering if a change of scenery would speed things along. I saw it in a movie once, I think. What was it? Oh, right. Misery. The author always wrote in the same hotel room. Because we all know that things went superbly for the author in Misery. The point I'm making is that he established a workspace just for writing, and that seemed to help him. Maybe your special place to write could be your mother's house? Just throwing out random ideas here. Do you have a death wish? Because with talk like that, it seems like you do. What about Aunt Gwenda? I thought my parents... Didn't my parents die? In the first game, weren't my parents dead? Unless he's talking about just, you know, what used to be my mom's house. That's still weird. I don't know. Hear me out. Maybe the reason why you can't get much writing done is because you keep getting distracted. I guarantee that won't be as big an issue if you're at your mom's house. He is right, but I'm hesitant to validate him. I don't want him to get used to being right. Fine, I'll try taking my laptop to my mother's a few times a week and see if I'm able to get more done there. I'll try to help in any way that I can, and it'll be much easier if you're in a tolerable mood. I don't like the stress that he places on tolerable, but I let it slide. Would it help if we went more places? Did more things? Would it, like, inspire you or clear your head or something? I smile at the gesture and rub his arm lovingly. In all honesty, I'm not sure if that would help me. At the very least, though, it might alleviate some anxiety, if only for a little while. I'd like that. Thanks. He's so sad. Alright, stats is what we've got. So it looks like we can only do certain things once and this twice, and then everything else can be done. That's Sally's bed. What is going on in this world? Okay. So I remember from the first game that Erin's stat is romance. Current goal will be assigned on week 2. So I have to also achieve goals in order to get relationship points, I guess, is or relationship percentages up with Erin. Because we don't have that little bar at the bottom where it's like, do-do-do-do, you picked the right choice, or -5, you've made the really wrong choice. So let's see what these do. This gives me social and energy. This... Energy, social. Energy -1, social +2. Energy +2. So I have energy of 10 right now. Yoga class is like good all around. I guess that's why you can only do it twice. That gives me social, culture, and romance. No romance. We will never visit town. Nature trail. Okay, so we can do nature trail and movie theater. Writing, of course, gives us romance. I remember that. Housework is diligence. Creativity, get inspiration. And read is culture. Okay. Well, let's start with writing. I don't know what our social... I guess is that, like, our mood? Okay, so we'll write... And then... Maybe we'll go to the movie theater on Tuesday. And then... What does this do? Maybe we'll relax. Let's not do that yet. That's early in the week. Let's see. Okay, how about nature trail on Wednesday? Then on Oops. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do relax at home on Thursday. Friday we'll probably write again. And then maybe we can write again on Saturday. And then on Sunday we'll do a yoga class. Or something like that. I'll have to get into the groove of energy, social, stat building stuff. So according to this, I should get 5 romance this first week. So week 1 of 30. I was just wondering how many weeks there were. Okay, well, let's get this party started. I wrote a lot of words that don't suck. This is cause for celebration. I had so much fun. I don't want this night to end, but it's already so late. I was hoping I'd hear Amy go, woohoo! I made it all the way to the top of the mountain. The view is amazing. Even though I wasn't tired, I did nothing when I could have done something worthwhile instead. What's time management again? Okay. Alright. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I wrote a lot of words that don't suck. This is cause for celebration. I'm just trying to figure out the stuff. I wrote a lot of words that don't suck. This is cause for celebration. Just let me do my thing. I can't remember half of these weird yoga pose names, but they sure make me feel better when I do them. See, and now you're back up. Social energy. It's all good. Okay. Current goal to get creativity to 15? Aaron, Mabu. I've got 3 weeks to get my creativity to 15. I got a bonus of 22%. Fine. You're making this hard, Aaron. For some reason, my creative juices just aren't flowing. I've got to do something to fix that. Okay. No, I don't want to do yoga on the first day. Sorry. Alright, let's see. Which one of these is creativity? Alright, we'll start with some inspiration on Monday. Does anything else give me more? I could visit town. I think I'm just gonna probably just get inspired. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because Amy is butt, and then we'll rest on Friday, still do some writing on Saturday, and then do yoga on Sunday. Let's try that. Went to the park and ended up playing with some kids at the playground. I totally want to base one of the characters after this boy I met. Truly. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna get 4... Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to do... I should have done one more. Creativity, I guess. Oh well, I'll get there. One of these days. I'll figure it out. Oh, it keeps changing. Met this incredible woman at the park who told me her life story. Gonna use some of her experiences for my protagonist's backstory. That's kinda neat. It felt good to take some time for myself. Okay, I scheduled my relaxing. The words just flowed out of me today. At this rate, the book will be done in no time. no time. I feel better when I do my yoga. Okay. So I've got 4 creativity. I gotta do at least 6 this week, and then not resting. I keep doing that. Culture, creativity, romance. I could do an art course. Okay, let's make sure we just get inspired all the time. Or how about let's go to bed early and then, no. This is gonna take some getting used to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do 6 and then we'll do yoga. We'll get our energy back up next week. Ah! Okay, so I'm basing characters at this boy. Ugh. This is actually a little less interesting than the first game, because at least you had like some music and places on the map to go to and stuff to run into people. But you always did risk like missing out on meeting characters at certain times of day. So maybe this is better, but it's just like a lot of brain work going into this right now. Curse me and me wanting to get special epilogue endings, though. I can't say no. I just can't say no. Okay. We're gonna get our creativity up to 10. Energy's going down, though. Energy's going down. Don't freak out. Energy's going down. Maybe I can start the day off with some... this week off with some yoga. Or go to bed early. I could do that. How come I still have 2 weeks left? Oh no, it's at the end of this week I'll be like, you have 1 week left. Okay. So now I want to get to bed early on Monday, I think. Yeah. Doesn't really matter about the social. Okay. Start. How goes? Is he ever going to come to bed? Oh well, I guess I'll catch a late show. Oh, they're interviewing my favorite actress. I feel you, girl. I've been there. Husband, come to bed now. Please. It's gonna be hard to, like... I guess once I get my affection with Aaron up to 100, I can just focus on romance all the way. But he wants me to start getting some creative juices flowing, so I'm not so much of a butt at home. So I guess I can do that for him, right? I can do that for Aaron. You look so sad, boy. Stop staring at me like that. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to work with you here, husbando. Okay, one more time, girl. Get that 15. Alright. I hope that registers okay. Okay, I got 22% of that. And now... culture at 16. I guess... let's see. I get culture from the movie theater, culture from visiting town. And culture from reading? Actually, reading might be good for a little bit. How about we visit town and then read and read. This is 1, 2, 3. And then movie theater. And then we'll read. Okay. Let's try that. Start. Aaron! Count to bed, Aaron! Give me a new scene, Aaron! I'll kill you. Found a cool thrift store while exploring the town. Found out they were non-profit and got some good deals, too. Pew pew! Good job, girl. It's been 30 days. One of my favorite authors just happened to be at my local library today. It was so inspiring to meet her. One of my favorite authors, again. It's been a month. 1 month since our argument. Movie was so inspiring. I want to fight crime in spandex too. I mean, be a better person. Yeah, that. It's more fun if you're a good person and wearing spandex and then are also a badass crime fighter. Just saying, it's a little bit cooler. I always leave yoga in a better mood. A scene! I'm so excited. Can I take this thing off yet? Not yet. Just for the record, I deserve major props for going an entire an entire car ride blindfolded. It's a good thing I trust you. Do you realize how many murder stories start off this way? We're almost... Okay, now. Aaron grips me by the shoulders and positions me in place and excitedly removes the blindfold. Ta-da! Remember? I remember this park from Roommates. I had a nice picnic with Rakesh here on a couple of occasions. I also painted some flowers. After my eyes readjust to the sudden brightness of the sun, I'm startled to find that I'm standing in front of a giant paint-chip statue of a smiling cat surrounded by poorly tended landscaping. That's why Rakesh wanted to paint. After a few initial moments of bewilderment fused with slight terror, the realization sets in that I'm at the Friendly Feline Amusement Park, the place where Aaron and I had our first date. Aw, you are so romantic, though. Friendly Feline. She's your favorite, right? Aaron's mouth stretches into a cheeky grin. It's also where we first kissed. Remember up on the Ferris wheel? If you can call that a kiss. You missed by about 2 inches due to your eyes being nearly swollen shut. I didn't realize there would be actual cats here then, but this time I came prepared. Aaron shrugs his backpack off of his shoulders and grips the strap as it slides down, then zips open a compartment to reveal a bottle of maximum strength allergy medication. Drugs. Really, you don't have to. No, I insist. And hey, maybe you could write about this. Use it in one of your stories. Yeah, sure. With a notable spring to his step, Aaron grabs my hand and leads me to the ticket line. This is gonna go so badly. Oh, wow. Hello. He continues to hold my hand while we wait, and I can feel his enclosed hand jitter with excitement. We're surrounded mostly by families with small, rambunctious children and a few edgy-looking teenagers. Undoubtedly pleased with how ironic and out of place they are. I'm feeling like a fish out of water too, but I'm not enjoying it like the attention-seeking teens are. The luster this place held in my memories is quickly fading, I realize as I idly stare at the family of birds nesting in one of the collapsed eyes of Friendly Feline's discolored statue. A young boy wipes his runny nose using the fringe of my shirt, pulling me out of my thoughts. Oh, God. His mother, a profoundly disheveled-looking woman, mutters an indifferent-sounding apology, then pulls a tissue out of the fanny pack lazily strapped to her waist and hands it to me. It's as I'm wiping the slimy residue off of my blouse that Aaron excitedly yanks my hand, and I realize we've finally arrived at the ticket stand. We purchase our one-day passes from the fatigued-looking booth worker and are curtly handed a guidebook and map. Oh yeah, this is going so well. Once inside, Aaron and I plop down on the nearest bench, next to a disgruntled employee taking a smoke break, and rifle through the guidebook. Oh look, they've added some new programming since we last visited. At night they have something called Cattenstout, or Festival of the Cats.
It says here that it commemorates a Ypres tradition from the Middle Ages, in which cats were thrown from the belfry tower into the town hall below.
Wait, what? Did I read that right?
That sounds horrible. Aaron squints at the page as he rereads the sentence and lets out a baffled, huh.
Well, it says here that for the modern festival they just throw plush cat toys from the tower and children catch them from below. So, that sounds alright.
No! I wouldn't be able to watch without thinking of those poor cats from the old days. What kind of barbaric tradition is this?
Well,
Aaron's eyes dart nervously back and forth between the page and me.
According to this, cats were connected with witchcraft, so throwing them symbolized the killing of evil spirits.
Oh my gosh, just stop reading already. I bury my face in my hands and hunch forward. Embarrassed, Aaron rolls up the guidebook and shoves it into one of his backpack's compartments.
We'll, just skip that, I guess. Let's go ride, some rides then, shall we?
I think we're not going to... let's go on a different date, my sweetie. Look, I'm not really feeling this. Maybe we could do something else instead.
But I already bought the tickets.
I bet if we go back right now, we can get a refund. I mean, we just bought them. I'm sure the lady will remember us. It's just that I remember this place fondly from my memories, but something tells me that my impression of it will change if we stick around. Aaron frowns and surveys the surrounding before finally nodding.
I guess this place has gone downhill. What a shame. Well, let's say we can get our money back. What would you want to do instead?
I hadn't thought about that. I paused, taking a moment to flick some sweat off my forehead when a thought occurs to me. Hey, the ice cream parlor where I used to work is nearby. You down for some ice cream? Yes. Lawrence, are you there, my old boo?
I'm always down for ice cream.
So we make our way back to the ticket stand. I remember this place too. This is where I had my loan ending. The old park. Fortunately, we are issued a refund, and after pocketing the cash, we beeline to our car and head towards my old place of employment. Ye old ice cream parlor, back in the day. The bell hanging above the door rings as we swing open the parlor's door, heralding our arrival. Lawrence! You're still working here! I'm so happy to see you! You were like my second favorite route in the old game. The tall, slender figure behind the counter erupts into a generic greeting, but stops midway with a stunned inhale.
Amy!
Lawrence! You're still working here?
I more than just work here. I, own it now.
Really? That's great! Good for you!
Thanks.
He grins sheepishly, appearing somewhat relieved. You didn't update the uniforms, though, boo? His shoulders sag as the tension ebbs out of them, and he speaks again. Clearer and more confident this time.
It's great to see you two. Do you know what flavors you want?
I opt for the flavor of the month, a concoction of hot fudge and caramel swirls with various candy pieces mixed in.
Oh, that sounds good.
While Aaron goes with his usual, vanilla. You're such a boring human being.
Hey, the main characters in games are usually boring, right? I'm like an MC.
If only. Yeah, but they're designed to be that way so players can self-insert. I'd much rather be one of the other characters. At least they have personality. Lawrence awkwardly interjects by holding up his hand, thus halting our conversation to hand us our receipt. Oh snap, we totally forgot to pay. What's our total?
No worries, it's on the house. Just come back and visit me again, okay?
Aww, Lawrence. He smiles with a slight tilt of his head.
Really? Thanks, man.
That was a much better date. Aaron and I take our ice creams and walk hand in hand along the shoreline just outside the parlor. We eventually find a bench and sit down, enjoying the last of our frozen treats. Oh my. That sunset lens, though. The sun is just beginning to set on the horizon. It hangs like a fiery orb over the water, tinting the sky with its orange glow.
This was nice.
Yeah, see? Dates don't have to be fancy smanchy to be great. I agree, Amy.
You're right.
Aaron pauses momentarily, bites his lip, and then continues.
Sometimes it feels like, I don't know, we're just roommates or something. I guess it just comes with knowing each other for so long. But then there are times like this where it's like you surprise me, and I fall in love with you all over again.
Aww. He smiles and cups my face with his free hand and draws me in for a kiss. Ah, this old picture. You guys still kiss the same way. Old feelings of butterflies churn in my stomach, a sensation I haven't felt for a while. How sad. And it occurs to me that I'm falling for him all over again, too. Oh. Right, well that was a good start, I think, to Never Forget Me. Hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen so far, and I hope to see you in the next video, guys. So until then, I'll see you later.